Definitely played it once this Worlds already, and we're about to find out whether it be TheShy or Rookie running that. The last ban is going to be the Vladimir, in conjunction then with the Leona, and now Invictus Gaming will give us a little bit more indication what the team comp's going to shape up like. Support picks still gives you that flexibility to flex the Jayce.
I mean, they're trying to just draft a lane they can leave alone. But I will say, however, Alistar behind is really, really weak. Like, he really struggles in the game. He just goes in and dies effectively. But he does have his ulti to buy time. So they're trying to draft a super safe bot lane and then play heavily towards top side. The GP is what I was talking about last game. It is the go-to blind pick for Gimgoon, where you can play heavy bot side. Thresh pick coming in as well. A lot of kill pressure for FPX. Roam potential with the Nautilus. IG needs to keep Doinb in this mid lane. They cannot let him and Tian take over the game and roam to bot side.
What will the aggressive pick this time around be for Rookie? Is it going to be a swap of Jayce to mid lane? Go with a similar mentality of pushing in, trying to keep him pinned? Or back to the Lucian?
Oh, okay. So Gangplank top for Gimgoon is his most played domestic champion. 9 games, 7 wins and 2 losses. Technically, this Jayce and Lucian can still flex for another 20
top
seconds.
used to be a sick counter
It was what we expected, well, what I would have expected.
The top triangle of this map is such a dangerous area for FPX in the early stages of this game. It is just going to be IG trying to push as hard as they can on the top half of the map, trying to capitalize on these matchups they're getting for their solo laners, which goes right into the identity of this team. You've got the best top laner in the world up there.
But you know, Kobe, and
he's on Lucian. They swapped it.
We will talk about this in the game as well. The mid lane is not just Ning and Rookie versus Tian and Doinb. They keep setting up this bot lane to push early from FPX, and then Crisp keeps roaming to mid like he's done all year long. Sets up a 3 versus 2 suddenly, and then Rookie can't keep pushing.
Here's my thing though, with the Ezreal pivot, which I love so much from IG, you can leave that Ezreal by himself even if the wave is pushed in, send your Alistar up there to try and match, and then
but can you roam first?
Then Xayah would have to get there with the teleport or walking up, and you have to look at that, but I'd rather have that be the match than just the support difference.
And of course, I want to see how this game plays. Prost, as we would say. And of course, now we're in Madrid, game 3 of the semi-final. Gentlemen, did you know that TheShy has a 100% win rate on Lucian top? Ask me how many games he's played. Once it's happened, and now we get to see it for the second time on this stage. I wish you guys at home could see both Deficio and Kobe rolling their eyes.
I'm never scared of good players trying new champions. If you're good at the game, you can play any champion.
Yeah, absolutely the case. And now we're going to take a look down the Summoner spells. Klepto mid for Rookie on his Jayce. And obviously that Lucian top going to be running into the Gangplank. FPX 2 games in a row have invaded together, and they've challenged the first buffs. Horror Invictus, and it looks to be similar now on the top half of the map. Not right there, though.
That looks very similar to a rogue game. Wow, I don't know. I'm having flashbacks. I don't know about you guys.
Man, there's some tech issues here.
Take a look here, though. Ward was placed during that invade, so they know where Ning is, and he gets out a defensive one. That's not going to stop this early invade, though.
Thanks for helping me, by the way, when I was panicking right there.
I got you.
Deficio, move your hand away from the button. Let's not misclick our tools on the caster desk again, shall we?
Yeah, Kobe.
As the invade does not
You like how he
out.
tried to go, technical difficulty.
Nobody on the Invictus squad goes rogue this time round, and FPX, they've grouped up to defend their own red buffs. So,
I mean, you are double range bot side now for FPX, so you don't necessarily need the same swap right there.
QuickShot still cracking up over
sorry,
here.
it's
Are you
just so
surprised
funny
Deficio's
to me.
lost his mechanics?
No, the worst part is when I actually misclicked, I then panicked and I looked at Kobe. I'm like, help me. And he just looks at me like I'm an idiot. I'm like, please help me.
I got you. I got you, my friend.
So nicely done.
Now, who is Gimgoon going to look to, though? Because it's a similar situation. We've seen so much Lucian into Gangplank, pressing very far up in this matchup. And off of the early jungle start, they know that Qiyana's far away.
Okay, of course, we talked a lot about how Crisp would like to come and get Doinb ahead early, or sort of unlock Doinb to
He just wants to help him get off a good recall.
Yeah.
That's like the #1 thing. You don't have to kill the mid laner yet. We know later in the game he can just lane gank into like Nautilus ulti on, you know, Rookie, and then they can try and secure a kill. But in the early game, we are mainly just looking to him just shadow around the lane a bit and not necessarily go for any quick ganks.
And you can see Ning working around that ward that he knew was on the Raptor pit, so he doesn't give away any more information.
Oh, actually, let's see what happens now.
That should allow, though, Ning holding that information should allow Rookie to hit top.
Well, this time around, it's Tian coming in. Flash for flash. Still going to find a little bit of chunk damage. Dredge line will easily be sidestepped. And Tian is still lingering around. Now remember, no flash for Rookie.
I actually was so surprised Rookie went far enough up to get that cannon minion because Tian had just left mid lane and he knew it was very, very high probability he's still in that brush. Rookie gets back out, gets the money for himself. TheShy is going to have to worry about the chain gank here. Can he kite back up? You want to kite up into those brush.
Ooh, Gragas' body slam flash against Qiyana is so good. You burst her down so quickly. She's back towards mid.
But now, did Ning leave the bush? He's still lingering up in the top. The wave, I think, was still pushing towards Gimgoon, so he's fairly safe. Unless they really fancy themselves a bold dive.
It's a really smart placement here for Ning for a possible counter gank. Since TheShy has a sweeper and isn't going to be able to put a trinket ward for himself.
Does he commit to this right now? I mean, Gimgoon starting to push forward. Ning, body slam flash is still available to him. Combo that with good damage out of TheShy.
I mean, yeah, so either he stays and goes for the play to force flash here, or he still waits for Tian to show up.
He's drinking.
Now he's go for it.
There we go, gets the flash. No summoner spell traded. A fair amount of time committed, but they get the summoner.
And it's such a classic Ning move. Just sit in a brush for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, just wait it out. You know there's a chance you will either get a flash or maybe you get a kill. And just make sure TheShy can keep pushing in on this Lucian.
That is one of the most important flashes on the map, though. There is no flash now for FPX in mid or top side. So again, concentrating on the top triangle of the map for Ning on this Gragas is so... Oh, Tian actually slipped over the wall.
Back again.
Okay, he's got the sweeper as well, so he knows he's not spotted. He's coming in behind TheShy. TheShy's got the ability to dash away as well as use that flash. And now let's see what's going to happen. Here comes Tian. We need to find everything connect. Dash forward. Finds the root. The damage comes out as well, but Gimgoon's late to the party. Can't find the parlay, can't find the barrel, and can't find the kill.
And again, really good timing there by TheShy on his dash. So he gets the distance during that root so that Gimgoon can't follow up with any extra damage, thus saving him the necessity of having to burn that flash.
And one of the big stories of the series here is how Tian plays the early game, because technically he has to kind of go everywhere. He wants to play bot side and get them ahead. He needs to protect his top laner who's getting counterpicked, and he wants to play around Doinb in mid so that he doesn't fall behind and he can start roaming later. In this game, he's valued first to go mid to give Doinb a chance to push out, and then he goes top to protect Gimgoon. Going for the kill there, it's very unlikely to happen. Like, you don't have a good setup to actually kill TheShy, and they didn't even get his flash, but he's protecting his Gangplank.
And I want to highlight the minion wave right now on the top lane. Because it is pushed up so heavily and there is still a flash difference in the top side of the map, this is very risky territory for Gimgoon. You can see that he's trying everything he can to push this wave in. He knows he has a very limited amount of time to try and shove this to the tower so TheShy can't continue to deny minions here, but it's getting even more treacherous now.
And he knows his jungler's bot side. They actually saw the Gragas bot side as well, like 10 seconds ago. So now they know, high chance he's moved on the other side.
And look at that, he's throwing everything he possibly can, but won't be able to get it done. So you have to call the rest of your team. Gimgoon now with no place to actually farm.
All right, no flash available to him, no ultimate available to him. TheShy is already 10 CS ahead with about 5 in front of him. Gimgoon will get spotted out. But he's done a barrel, got a couple of wards, minions correction to work with, and TheShy not able to punish more. What were you going to draw there, Kobe?
We're gonna blame that one on Deficio. I was gonna draw where the minions were frozen on the top lane for TheShy because he keeps on holding a large portion of them there. And again, Ning is on the top side with Gragas. They really want to force this. They want to capitalize on the flashless Gangplank here. This is the point of power. This is the point. Again, continual denial here.
So you can't really help him right now. Instead, bot lane is where you can try and get something. So they're invading in for blue buff. There's an early Ocean Drake that can go for as well. They have full push already with the Xayah and the Thresh. Diving in Alistar is a bit risky, but he is still pre-level 6. If you have 4 members, you can. There's no TP from TheShy to come down and help. Same for Rookie. He's running with Exhaust in this game. So we just want to see FPX control bot side now that it can't really help the Gangplank at the moment.
All right, jungle invade from Ning. He knows top side of the map is his. His top laner has the power. Can he get out? He's got flash.
There's a decent amount of damage. Very nice barrel there from Ning. Rookie had left the mid lane, so Ning escapes with his life at the cost of his ulti.
And he takes away another possible recourse for the Gangplank. Still frozen at 34 CS, by the way. Now he can't even farm the jungle camps over there. Again, Deficio, you're talking about the other half of the map for FPX. They have to make something happen because there is no salvaging this top lane.
Well, you will get some plates down here, and of course the Ocean Drake is important for them to get. It will be a while before there's a TP from TheShy, so as long as he's isolated top, it only sucks for your GP right now. The rest of the team can still do something.
Out of the 10 players on the Rift, the third with the lowest gold are the supports, and then Gimgoon. He is still at 34 CS. As it stands, TheShy nearly double. Now, the Dragon was secured. This is what we talked about a lot. Ning is making his way up, and that is still a flashless GP for a few seconds longer.
And now, if you don't feel like you can dive bot lane because of Alistar as FPX, you can dive mid lane. You have ulti from Doinb against Jayce with no extra mobility. If you move in the Thresh with the Qiyana, you can tower dive Rookie very easily and use that to get some objectives.
All right, I want to return to the top triangle game plan. Never mind. We're waiting
no, this is the correct play.
Wait for FPX's answer
Just take
here.
plates.
But again, Invictus Gaming, now that the big wave is building up for TheShy, he can no longer hold it. So if you dive the level 6 Gangplank on that big wave and continue to deny, continue to put him in a hole, that is where you really blow this game open. But Ning is here on the bottom half of the map, not going for the top play. I just love hard camping an area of the map so hard that you completely take a member out of the game. As you see on the minimap, that huge wave top will crash into the Gangplank now.
But very key to highlight, Kobe, that TheShy is playing for himself. He's the one getting very far ahead with the way he's playing lane right now. He hasn't killed the turret or even gotten close, so he can't actually go elsewhere on the map.
I don't want him to go elsewhere. I want Ning to stay here, deny that barrel explosion of minions we just saw from the Gangplank, play more off your strengths, I guess.
I definitely agree with Ning. He should have been there.
And super important to note that those barrel explosions you just saw, Kobe, is the first minions that Gimgoon picked up since 6 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. He was denied farm for over 3.5 minutes of play. That's the impact of what TheShy and Ning were able to set up with those early ganks.
And now it's important to talk about how it's bot lane snowball versus top lane snowball. Not in terms of kills, but where are you actually winning lanes. It's a lot easier to win the game and snowball the game through bot lane because you're unleashing 2 players on the map and one of them brings a lot of wards with him. CC setup, that's the support of course. While TheShy, well, he's playing for himself and he's becoming very strong, he's not able to assist his team right now unless they're fighting around him. FPX is starting this Herald. All of IG are moving up to stop him. JackeyLove no TP on his side, so he can't actually join the fight.
Teleport is coming in now on the FPX side. TheShy's not yet left the top lane. Accelerated Shock Blast comes out. The dredge line will find a target onto Ning. Ning won't even get a chance just yet. He doesn't even get to throw the ultimate. That's first blood picked up for FunPlus Phoenix. Lwx lets the feathers fly, jumps up in the air. The supreme display of talent locks up enough time for Baolan to go down. Now TheShy is trying to run him up. He's using the relentless pursuit. Gets caught up, throws down the exhaust. Gets a route down to Rookie. Now here comes JackeyLove. Crisp gets caught by the Essence Flux. That's a 4 for 3 in favor of IG.
Yeah, and they actually had JackeyLove walk all the way up there on the Ezreal to pick up the extra kill. Gimgoon go on the bottom side will get the first turret for FPX and some money back for themselves.
This was such a huge play right here because IG started to move towards the Herald when JackeyLove was still running from bot lane without TP. So FPX knew the moment Doinb arrives, instant engage. He's the one calling for it.
Captain Gimgoon
will find him. Both level 8 right now.
Fight, fight, fight. Teleport expended for that play. The tower fell as well. So could come back to haunt them. And this is a replay of how it all started.
Yeah, you can look at the minimap and see JackeyLove. He's on his way. Doinb comes in, instantly calls, guys, there are only 3 players here. Let's fight. TheShy will come from behind, but we can get a kill before he shows up. And right now, even though this Lucian is, of course, very strong, if we just look at him versus the Gangplank, the 4 members from FPX, by already getting the first kill, can still trade very evenly.
And look at the team fight mechanics. Paying attention to those cooldowns. As soon as the Qiyana ultimate is expended on one member, that's when Rookie and TheShy go all in. That's when the solo laners can finally enter the fight and clean up the extra kills. Top side, though, focus once again.
100% kill participation for Rookie in that fight. 3 kills secured. He's already got the Black Cleaver, and he continues to stack the tier as Crisp's death sentence will not sentence anyone to death. The Rift Herald summoned. Still a minute and a half for plates as there's pressure up top.
And we keep following the bot lane from FPX. They're the ones moving around, dictating where they are attacking. Meanwhile, TheShy will try on the bot side to secure a turret and some plates for himself. Again, making him the stronger member. He needs to, at some point, be able to take down the turret, and then he can actually use his split push to really put pressure on FPX. Until that point, the bot lane with Xayah and Thresh can keep moving around and try and force some plays.
Well, they got themselves some plates in the top lane before the Herald went down. Started moving towards that mid lane, but Rookie was able to defend in time. He's level 10 for now. Got a very healthy bounty on his head. And at 13 minutes in, it feels like a slower tempo game or slower paced game than the first 2 in this series. And if you look at the minimap with the Infernal spawning, FPX are the first to the punch.
Yeah, it's about to speed up here, QuickShot. Once again, though, no teleport on JackeyLove's Ezreal. So if they really wanted to contest around Qiyana ultimate and Gangplank ultimate and Nautilus ultimate, then they would do so at very, very high costs here. Walking into the river, there's so much territory for FPX to actually get those off with.
Tian's going very low. True Shot Barrage is available to him. Chris gets the death sentence. Damage comes out. Supreme Display of Talent is thrown down, and Gimgoon is running for his life. TheShy will flash over the feathers. He can't find Gimgoon. The Dragon was picked up by FPX, but now what can Doinb and the rest of the team do? Doinb's locked inside the pit, and he's locked down, and he's shut down. The accelerated shock blast goes out. It's a 1-for-1, but the Drake goes to FPX.
FPX, again, they are just one step ahead. They were the ones who pushed in top lane so that JackeyLove was forced to sit and wave clear. Then they moved all the members down to Drake. JackeyLove ends up moving down too late because he has to catch the wave. Now, because of the fight actually going in favor of IG, despite trading 1-for-1, they can go straight mid and secure the turret here. So it is a Drake for a turret as a trade.
And for them, you know, the mid lane turret actually is quite big in setting up the transition. Let's take another look at the fight, though. First, again, you have to keep your eyes on so many of these big cooldowns. Stun goes down there while Tian is able to get the dragon. That lantern brings Lwx over to TheShy. And this is what completely changes the team fight. If they did not get that dark passage to bring Lwx over, TheShy would have been able to kill off Gimgoon, and then the rest of IG would have been able to collapse and get more out of this. But it was pretty good transition of him down to the bottom half to be able to save it.
Yeah, we had a slower early game because, again, TheShy valued freezing and denying over like tower diving with Ning and like killing. That could have been the case. Obviously, bot lane was hard against the Alistar, so that's why we ended up not having multiple tower dives and 10 kills before 10 minutes.
I think FPX pretty happy with the way they've been able to get both of these early dragons play out this mid game, despite having. Oh!
Well, Ning's almost going to find Chris. That's flash for flash. The barrel comes up, but is caught out by the stopwatch. Rather, death sentence connects as well. Rather, the dredge line. Now the pulverize comes down, and FPX, they had the numbers advantage. They were pushing the top lane, and they find the kill onto Baolan.
Bad boy, Baolan. He got baited in there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could already see Ning was backing off because they were aware Thresh on top side of the map. Meanwhile, Ning really wanted to finish off that kill, wanted to finish off that pick, but a good stopwatch Deficio is worth so much.
Are we setting ourselves up for some more shenanigans in the mid to late game here?
Save your voice for now.
Even
Later.
game in gold. 5-5 in kills, 2-1 in towers, and the first few items are starting to pick up. TheShy learning to counter the scoreline of 1-2-3. He's now putting pressure on this bottom tower. And I'm looking at the mini-map. Thanks, Kobe. I'm glad I laughed. I didn't deserve it, but I'll take it. And FPX, they do have some support coming in.
You remind me of someone.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's Freak.
Oh,
David.
there we go. Just got more hair. As Invictus Gaming,
Damn.
they don't overstep. They don't get caught out. And there's no real huge commitment to that lane. TheShy still happy to pull ahead. 50 CS up over Gimgoon on this sort of like lane counter. And it will be one of the big talking points as we continue to transition.
Because we know IG wants to play 1-3-1, at least in terms of their draft. They want to play 1-3-1. Ezreal on 2 items is one of the best champs at holding mid. And then you have Jayce winning one lane and Lucian winning the other. Perma push down against Nautilus and GP. FPX cannot stop it if IG are completely split up. Knowing IG, they will start grouping at some point, but they actually shouldn't. They should keep splitting the map.
Exactly, and I want to highlight, because we were talking about how important the mid lane tower take for them was. It opens up both these pathways for Invictus to back up that split push, right? If you have the threat of these wards all throughout the blue side of the jungle that you can see, they know that they can then force down this tower. That is money that's just standing there waiting for them to take.
And always just pick one side of the jungle, of the enemy jungle, that you play towards. This case, it was the top side. IG said, there's a tier 1 turret we can get. Let's play heavily towards that. They ignored wards on bot side, and that's correct. You cannot ward in the current game everywhere. There's not enough wards in the game, so pick one side, play heavily towards it, and you will get your turret.
Exactly, and guess what chapter 2 to that book is, Deficio? Bottom half of the map. Now that you've gotten the objective half of top side, you can swing all of your wards, move them down to bottom, take the tower, set up for Ocean Dragon, another 45 seconds away.
And that's what looks like the case. Teleport used into the mid lane. FPX, they're going to challenge the Raptor camp. And as it stands, you can already see Baolan. He's invaded the red buff. He's already started to set up some vision for that dragon.
Look at JackeyLove here actually going Triforce. I definitely expected Iceborne against a lot of physical damage on the other side. And you can really use the zone control as an Ezreal here when you have Lucian and Jayce next to you. You have a lot of range on your side. You just want to keep the enemy from getting towards you. So I actually really thought he was going to go for that.
He plays in a region with Uzi, and you need to have the most possible damage output. No defenses. Best defense is a good offense, they say.
And that's what we saw in game 2. 59 kills, 60 deaths throughout the game. And the dragon is alive, which naturally means we're going to fight over this dragon. Gimgoon's got ultimate TP. He is also level 11, and he's caught that wave in the bottom. The rest of FPX, they're trying to contest and challenge mid.
Doinb rushed Hourglass again against all the AD carries on the other side.
Dream Qiyana ultimate. This positioning is so big. Look at that small corridor Invictus Gaming have to rush through.
Okay, Predator was used. Doinb's looking up. There goes that depth charge. The flash comes out. That's a fantastic Qiyana ultimate. Baolan's going to be the first to fall here. No, it's actually wrong. 1, 2, 3. Invictus just get dumpstered around the river.
How can you keep doing this? Right through the corridor, into the Gimgoon Nautilus right there. Really good job of FPX capitalizing on this. Again, they draft these big AoE ultimates. Invictus Gaming come walking straight through one by one. They get blown up in the dragon over to FPX.
And the Lucian has been farming for himself all game long. He gets soloed by the jungler after this. This is the initial ult that forces TheShy over the wall. Then ulti comes in from Qiyana, and Tian, he sees TheShy on the other side, jumps straight at him, and just takes him out of the fight instantly. This Qiyana pick, it was huge in game 1 because we had so many fights around these objectives. In game 3, IG did not want to grab it in the first phase, and they gave it over to Tian again.
Yeah, sick flash. Qiyana ultimate wraps around the wall. Able to hit him on the other side as well. All right, what do they do with this, though, is the biggest turning point. Once again, we have the position where FPX, with the gold lead, with the dragon lead, with the team fight tools to set up, now they just have to move them in once again. Dragon's off the side of the map so they can turn their attention with the wards and vision towards Baron.
And so important, Gimgoon 2-0-2 on this Gangplank. Yes, he's down 60 CS, but after the gigantic deficit he started in, he has been able to benefit in probably 50% of his team's kills. Now starting to step forward while Tian and Doinb are clearing out this Baron vision at 21 minutes. The mid-outer still stands for IG.
And it's such an odd setup, especially for Baolan, who wants to go in as Alistar. What happens to Ramid?
Crisp in trouble, eats so much damage from the culling, flashes away to safety at just the last second. Baolan now looking for the initiation. He's found himself an engage into Doinb. Now the engage turns around. That's already a kill. That's a dead Ning. Now that's a great dredge line. Doinb re-engages. Crisp is still waiting. He's a Lantern bot. He can save somebody if he needs to. Lwx lets the feathers fly. Won't find the root, but it may not matter. It's a double kill for the Qiyana. Doinb gets himself another. Now JackeyLove's in trouble. Needs to parlay to the face and Gimgoon and Tian. They can't chase for more, but that's 3 good kills for FPX.
It's another fight in their favor. TheShy walked forward alone, tried to kill the enemy's support. And then the rest of IG starts engaging, and FPX, they were just sitting in the river. They were waiting. Tian again managed to get so much CC and damage down that sets up this fight for his team.
FPX are consistently showing they are a better team than IG, even if IG may have better individual players. 3 games in a row, you see the decision-making and the squad grouping up, and they get themselves another Baron. They get themselves another lead.
All right, I'm over it. Don't give Qiyana to Tian ever again. Level 13 now. He's got a 2-level lead, by the way. All right, so it starts out very advantageous.
Why not go for
Invictus.
Lwx here?
Exactly.
Who's standing right next to him. Anyway, fight is happening. Then look at Tian. He just waits. And now he knows, oh, actually they're going towards me. Bunch of burst damage, good setup onto Ning. They try and chase him, he lands multiple root on multiple members, and now they can just kill the rest.
Then, with the re-engage here, Lwx with an offensive Xayah ultimate to zone out Invictus Gaming. He splits the team fight with that ultimate. It's almost at the cost of his life, as you see him burning down there with the corrupting potion, but...
All chat worth. And he manages to survive, Kobe. The thing is, I can hear the tone in both of your voices. Invictus Gaming not choosing the right targets in the heat of the moment. Tian's got the ultimate available to him, got the flank position set up, got the vision control in the northern quadrant of the map.
Oh, here we go.
JackeyLove will escape, but the E and the flash gets caught up there by the Nautilus ultimate. The first tower has fallen. Look at Tian. Tian can come in from behind. He has assassinated JackeyLove, and Baolan is now escaping with his life. He's flashed to safety, but it's TheShy that goes down. It's a double kill for Lwx, and it is a 10-kill lead for FunPlus Phoenix.
The discipline on Tian there, waiting until JackeyLove gets into range for the Q from Brush. He doesn't have to spend his ultimate because he didn't force it. He waited for that range to be there. Then he gets a double kill. FPX are inside the base. They've got Baron buff, and they lay waste to Invictus Gaming.
15-second death timers for Rookie and TheShy, and are starting to think that FunPlus might go for the win. It is a 7,000
I also
gold
think they will
lead
go for the win.
Eventually.
I play for fun, Deficio.
Oh, that's why he's waiting. Hiding in the brush. JackeyLove thinks, okay, maybe I'm fine. I can ult in and join the fight.
Because right there, he for sure could have gotten that kill earlier if he used his ultimate, right? You just run at him, boom. Full combo, but because he's patient, he saves his cooldowns, then he's able to take the second kill as well.
But let's talk about this, like, with the comp IG have. It's the same, you know, we must win the lane super hard with Jayce and with Lucian in the solo lanes. But in actual team fighting, they have 3 range champions, and then they have 2 all-in engage, you know, support and jungle in Gragas and Alistar. Every time they go forward, no one can actually follow, so they just go in and just die. That's what I meant with the Alistar in draft, saying, if you fall behind, and especially this kind of comp, Baolan just goes in, buys a bit of time, and then he just dies, and his score will be like 0-10.
Yeah.
And like, he couldn't actually do anything different. IG do not have a stronger teamfight comp. That's what they had in the last game to actually win in the late game. Now they're just losing.
Well, Baolan's going to get caught by the Dredge Lion, and TheShy takes so much damage! Tian with the supreme display of superior talent. The LPL Summer Champions are knocking on the nexus of the defending world champions and looking to eliminate them from semi-finals. FPX now onto the Nexus turrets. They've got themselves a favorable 5 versus 2. Rookie sidesteps the Dredge Line, uses the exhaust, but he's only being caught out. Goes hammer form and is killed by Tian again. 8-1-7, involved in 15 out of 19 kills. FunPlus Phoenix are looking for more kills before they finish the Nexus, and they will find another. Invictus trying to turn around. The Nexus stays alive a few seconds longer. How have they done it? The Nexus will finally fall. 2-1 FunPlus.
FPX now regaining control of the series. Must-win situation for IG heading into draft for game number 4.
And we gotta say now, 3 games in a row, FPX are looking super good in the early game. They get out of these bad lane matchups. You know, they actually managed to move people around. TheShy, he got really far ahead on his own, but then he joins the first team fight and he actually dies in it, so he couldn't use his big lead. I think it's very clear that IG are not able to shut down FPX early, so they need better scaling. And this one with 3 range champs and then 2 all-ins, they couldn't really team fight.
I keep going back to that large wave that was built up and crashed into Gangplank. It explodes with 1 barrel, but that is such a different world if Tian is there again. and they dive that and they kill the Gangplank, you have to commit harder to the split push early in the game, like you're saying, because if you lose that lead, then FPX continually drawing IG to these objectives, they keep drawing them into the Dragon when you've got all the AoE ultimates.
Point and click Nautilus ult, a fight will start. Like, there's no way around
And
it.
it's even more valuable when IG opt into staring down the 5-man Nautilus ultimate. They channeled through that time and time again. Interesting note, by the way, for FunPlus Phoenix, when they have picked up the first Baron at Worlds, they're 9-0. That early game you were talking about, the strength that they're showing time and time again, can Invictus fix it? Can Invictus fix what they have to do to stop it, you know, just to prevent FPX getting that far ahead?
Can they? Yes.
Will they? Okay, okay. The devil is in the details, of course. FPX on the verge of knocking Invictus Gaming out. They're 2-1 up. Defending world champions might be the first of 4 semi-finals. Actually, that's it. FunPlus Phoenix and Invictus Gaming are battling it out in the semi-final. This is captured with the Oppo mobile camera with anti-shake technology to make sure everything you record comes out perfectly. The LPL champions are just 1 win away from the world's